Hiya, I'm Stephen. I'm an addict in recovery.
Sorry, siren.
Okay, no date with siren. It makes it sound better. We're in Niddrie.
Right, what is it? In Bolden.
What does that mean? So the definition is to give someone the courage or confidence to do something.
Hiya, I'm Stephen. I'm a recovering addict. I first went into recovery in a recovery programme called Steps to Hope in 2020. Been in drug addiction from the age of 16, got put in care, etc. My first smoking joints, that progressed onto other stuff. What put me into recovery was I was staying with my big brother and he died in front of me through a drugs overdose at the age of 43. So that, I was trying to revive him but it didn't work, so that put me in recovery to where I am now. I've been in 3 years but I've relapsed a few times with cannabis and drink. But I'm now coming up 6 months clean, so getting there. So I'm a volunteer here in the Bothy, and what I get out of it is sitting with like-minded people, like addicts like myself, and giving a bit back to the community. Instead of taking from it, I'm giving back and helping the struggling addict.
I'm Denise and I'm a recovering addict. I've been in recovery now for 2.5 years. Had a bit of a crazy lifestyle. I was more sort of into the pills side of things, and then my late partner, he had quite a bad drug addiction before I met him, and that sort of caught up with me as well. So that's when my life sort of went into chaos, and then he passed, and about 6 months to a year after, I decided it was time to get my life on track. I went into hermit mode and I decided to pull myself away from everybody and just sort of focused on me, but I was deep in grief at the time as well. So I just wanted to hide away from the world. And then I started connecting with people again that weren't still in drugs, good friends, good support, good family support as well, which was key for me.
So today we're doing a wee bit about alcohol harm reduction, and then we're going on to do a wee bit about interpersonal skills, okay? So once again, just a wee reminder.
So my name is Mark McCallum. I'm a recovering addict. I have been in recovery for 17 months, and I'm just looking to volunteer as much as possible so I can help other people to recover. One of the reasons I started using drugs because it gave me a false sense of braveness, and I thought I found my call and I'm going to be a drug addict because I love drugs. You know, my mind was just so far from reality, even then, back then, thinking about it. Most of my drug taking years, I've always tried to get clean. Since I was about 21, different rehabs. I'd travelled up and down Britain to get away from drugs, but I was the same person. Nothing changed, you know. The want was there, the desire was there, but my brain was still the same, my heart was still the same. I was still broken and I was still corrupt in the heart. And because of my faith, I knew for me that would work for me. I had the opportunity just to drop everything, hand everything over to God, and just renew my mind. For so long in my addiction, I was taking and taking and taking. There's a sense, I mean, there's an element that, you're in addiction, you don't really know what you're doing, but then when you sober up, you realise how much you took. And then once I got clean, my heart is for other people stuck in addiction. I want to give people what I've got, the help and the love and the support. Seeing how dark it is in the drain, how many people are affected, and families that are affected by their sons and daughters taking drugs, I just want to reach out and I just want to help. I've got a heart for the addict.
Because you're in recovery and you're clear-minded, you know what's needed in the community. Mm-hmm. If it was there and was never taken away, it would have been a lot more easier, and I see the troubles people have got.
These kind of grassroots movements, this community development by the recovery community does so much more for so little money compared with medical services and we need them as well. I'm not saying we don't need them, but if you've got this community helping itself to put the hand out to other people, to run things which are non-clinical, recovery becomes visible and it becomes attainable for people.
Generally, when somebody comes into a recovery environment, it's scary, it's daunting, they don't know what it is, you know, they maybe don't even want to be a part of it, but it's maybe been suggested to them or welcome to them. But the difference you see in somebody coming in for that first tier coffee to getting the kind of support that they need, and recovery looks different for everybody, whatever their recovery journey might be, is what we'll try and support them with. So the difference you see in them kind of, you know, building confidence, building relationships, communicating with other people, goes from strength to strength, being around a recovery community.
I think people are going to see other people like myself and Mikey and Chris who are in recovery, and they're going to be very attracted to that. You know, how did you get into recovery? What is it you've done? And this place is going to be great for that. It's going to be great for people just to come in, talk about it, and then I'm a big believer that words can be cheap, especially in recovery. We can all talk a good game. But when these people see us living that life out, honestly, and they see it as something that's very endearing, something they'll be attracted to.
Once word spreads and people see people they know that have got into recovery, it's like it just starts to become contagious. Every piece of research that's been done here, the States and other parts of Europe, Australia, show the same thing. The more recovery becomes visible, the more people who will be inspired to access it.